Y'all are sick. You want to know how I know that y'all are sick? Because you sent me your confessions. That's right. I did a confessions form and y'all filled it out. 32 replies. I literally streamed my reactions to this, but didn't like the quality. I didn't feel like it was good enough quality for y'all. So I'm re-recording. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow me on Twitch, which is the same name as this YouTube channel, and look in the description to join the Discord. Now let's get into the video.
They could describe everything with one single word. You know?
What are your crazy confessions? First response. Had a crush on you for years because you had a fat... But now I'm over it. You think so? I know it's juicy and voluptuous and just thick and big and round. And you want to take a bite out of it like it's an apple. Oh, that's kind of... But on a serious note, my friends actually say that I'm flat as a board. They compare my butt to a wall because they say that that's how flat it is. I fear. They say when I twerk, it makes skeleton noises. Next confession. I work in a kitchen and my coworker and me been hooking up. She took me to the freezer one of our shifts and we... Oh. Okay. She ended up squirting... I didn't like that. I didn't like that. She ended up squirting all over the glassware we had back there, and it froze to the martini glasses. Okay, I have a couple questions. Number one. Well, I have to preface this. You know, I'm kind of cool with coworkers getting together. You do you. Me and my fine shite right now on my job. He doesn't know. He doesn't know about me. I'm pretty sure he's straight, to be honest. So I have 3 questions. 1, why the freezer? I feel like out of all the places you could have chose, that was the most uncomfortable. Because you're butt booty naked in a freezer. Aren't you cold? What's going on? I would be cold. I can't do that. So you're stronger than me. Second question. Well, this isn't really related to this, but it's a question for women in general. Squirting. Is that just peeing? What's going on with that? I don't understand. I'm not a master of female anatomy. I am a man, a gay man at that. But you know what? That's just my question. That's just my question, you know? Because, yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that. Third question. You just let it sit there and freeze on the martini glasses? You knew about it, obviously, because you wrote it down. You didn't feel the slightest urge to be like, this could be bad. Let me, clean this up real quick. Let me scrub these glasses. No, you just let it sit there. I don't know how to feel about that. That's not... Next confession. Okay, so hi YouTube or whatever. Oh, hi. But one time when I was at my friend's house, his older brother was home too, and he was doing his laundry, okay? And I was low-key really in my freak era. I'm scared. So I kind of went to his laundry basket and grabbed one of his shirts and a pair of underwear that he worked out in. I don't like where this is headed. I stuffed them in my bag and took them home and proceeded to keep them under my pillow for a few days because they smelled so manly. I'm not proud of it and it haunts my soul. You know what? It will haunt me too. You have the slightest chance of me being like, okay, it's not that bad. If it was just a couple hours or a day, a few days, how long is a few days? First of all, you already got them marinated because you got them out of the dirty laundry and you let them just sit there and you're just like... I'm not judging though. I'm not judging. Me after literally judging. I tell people I'm busy or my mom is sick and I have to take care of her because I don't want to hang out with them, which is 99% of the time. I'm always saying I don't get invited anywhere. Duh, because I wouldn't go anyways. I'm not antisocial, I swear. You know what? You're so real for that. I can't even fault you because you know what? I would do that too. I'm a homebody at heart. I love going out when I'm invited, but at heart, I would love to stay here. Balls. Y'all are funny. I love this. My favorite game. I'm in love with you. Are you now? If you are, go ahead and DM me on Instagram. Same username as this channel. I didn't like that. That just felt awkward. And I'm doing it to myself, honestly. Okay, this isn't mine, but it's about my ex. So basically, he was a huge corn addict. And openly told me that one time his mom took his phone, so he had to resort to watching porn on his 3DS. And he thought it was so funny. No hun, you're an addict. Anyways, love you. I feel like it's so funny when y'all ended off with anyways, love you. That's hilarious. Cause you're doing this whole confession and wrapping it up nice with a cute little, anyways, love you. That's so funny. I don't know what to say about the addiction part. So you know what? We just gonna move on. I'm not even gonna worry about it. You know. I will say one thing. If anything, he is resourceful. BTS is overrated. People who think they're all that when they say SYBAY don't know what that stands for. PML or the rose petal emoji are not cool, bro. Are we talking about like BTS, the like K-pop boy group? Aren't they in the army? Or aren't they getting out of the army? I can't lie. I saw my man I saw his post army and during army photos and kind of feeling something. You know, I gotta I read freaky stuff on Wattpad. You know what? Who doesn't? I feel like that's just like something everybody does at one point. It's a rite of passage at this point. I feel like you're not normal if you haven't done it. May just be me though. Maybe I'm the freaky one. I jerked a straight guy off with my feet since he had a foot fetish. What's getting me right now is the foot emoji. Like, you did not have to include that, and it's funny that you did. Okay, so you saying straight guy. I'm assuming that you're a gay guy because you said straight guy, because a woman wouldn't say that. So I don't think he's straight. I'm sorry to break the bad news to you. I feel like there's just too much to unpack here, and I'm just gonna put a lid on it and move on. When my parents got a divorce, I used it as an excuse to not do any work. So for years, I just started fake crying when I didn't want to do work, and I just blamed it on my parents' divorce. One time when I tried to do that, the school counselor got called. Short story short, I went to therapy, school counseling, every single day when I was 6 or 7. 6, 7. Because they thought I was depressed. Real. I ended up pretending I was crazy so I would be left alone. Don't recommend. Not everyone I used to go to school with calls me the crazy girl. Also, I used to eat sand. That's such a real and relatable story. Not to this extent, but I low-key act chaotic, so people will leave me alone sometimes. You know, sometimes you just have to switch it up on them. Reverse psychology. You cooking this hard at the age of 6 to 7, you low-key ate with this. Eating sand. Does your mouth not get dry? Like, what happens there? Your mouth is literally, the moisture in your mouth is literally getting sucked out. I don't understand how this I'm not gonna ask questions. I was in a situationship with a coke addict. Oh. And he tricked me into helping him buy a bag, then did it in my bathroom. How did he trick you? There's a lot to unpack here. So, you knew he was a coke addict. Did you find out during or after the fact? And I just want to know the thought process that you had while that was going on, you know? Also, how did he trick you into helping him buy a bag? I don't know how you get tricked into that. Unless it was like me using my imagination. Unless the bag's like stuff in like something else. But if I see a bag of Coke, I'm going to say a bag of Coke. Oh, the vacuum. Don't mind it. I have pissed my pants in public. Not just, probably need to change my underwear, but like full outfit change 4 times in the last 7 years. Once in an office chair watching a video, I literally felt my pants fill up with pee and then drain out. Once in the middle of class. Once backstage during a tech week where I didn't get a break for like 6 hours. Finally, once in a public bathroom stall because I had a UTI and couldn't make it. Moral of the story, don't make me laugh too hard. Diva, you know what? That's actually so funny. People with weak bladders, I feel, are so funny. Like, I can literally threaten you with a good time. Like, if I make you laugh, boom, sploosh. I didn't like that. Why did I say sploosh? But if I make you laugh a little too hard, just, you're peeing. You're peeing yourself in public. And there's nothing you can do about it. I can low-key be a menace like that. Public menace number 1. Me. I called the health department on my job, which has led to a chain of events which has ended with my whole crew walking out of our jobs. You know what? That's a diva move. I feel like you're a trendsetter for real. You did that. You. During a Manic episode, I almost ran away with a 32-year-old man actively going through a divorce. I was like 19 at the time, and I snapped out of it when I was staying over and saw all the photos of him and his wife, and he low-key assaulted me. Hashtag men aren't worth it. Men aren't worth it. I feel for you. I hope you can't hear the vacuum. That's actually so distracting. I'll try to edit it out with audio, because, you know, I be tearing it up with the audio editing sometimes. I'm learning. The vacuum stopped. I know far too many people who are actively cheating or trying to cheat on their partners. So did you tell the partners? You know what? I would expose them, actually. I would expose them, get it on camera, and post it. Am I messy? Just a little bit. During the musical I was in, SpongeBob the Musical, for my pirate costume, when I tried on my pants, they completely ripped. And the second night, they also ripped. But I was wearing shorts under for quick changes anyways, so I didn't care at that point. Cheap costumes for ensemble members, I guess. Not once, but twice. You just can't catch a break at this point. Like, the universe is against you. You know what? I feel for you. Theater mishaps are so funny. It's so funny. I have a crush on Tyler, the Creator. You know what? Who doesn't? Tyler, you can get this. I don't give my cookie to everybody, but you could. Let me stop. Let me stop. Respectfully, you finest. So, you know what you should do? You should slide into my DMs. Really, I'm not even genuinely actively looking for a boyfriend for real. So, me telling y'all to slide into my DMs. You know what? You can do it just for a chat. I effed a goat. I effed a goat while in the back of my granddaddy truck. A goat? I'm not judging. I'm not judging. But like, let's move on. I jerk it with ice cubes up my cooch. Haters, back off. Diva, you know what you want. You know what you want. Actually, I can't say that. You will not be getting my confession. No. Once upon a time in 5th grade, I went to the zoo. Oh. I fixed my light. Once upon a time in 5th grade, I went to the zoo with my class on a school field trip, and we were put in groups of 4 and 1 adult escort. Well, we were walking by the cheetah exhibit, and I thought it'd be a good idea to race a cheetah because guys and girls love fast runners. They do. They do. You had a riz at a young age. I make eye contact, prepare to smoke the out of this feline. What I failed to notice, the exhibit was under construction. I fell flat on my face, tripping over a construction zone rope. The people who saw and didn't help me up, my enemy, my crush, the girl I wanted to be friends with, and worst of all, my father. He didn't move an inch. You know what? If I was your father, I wouldn't move an inch either. Wait, actually, no, I wouldn't move an inch because I would be laughing, actually cackling. You know what? Not just cackling. I'll be cackling and pointing. The duo. You know what? Laughing, pointing with my tongue out like this. How would that make you feel? When I was younger, I was so touch-starved, I built a body pillow out of a t-shirt and rolled up blankets to pretend someone was holding me at night. Diva, you low-key ate. You did that. You 10 out of 10. No comments. I was happy to move out of my hometown because I had multiple ongoing and intricate lies about my life, only to accidentally bring them up once in college because they were so ingrained into who I was that they couldn't help but slip out. So I still have to keep up with these charades until I die. The weight of the world is on your back. You hold the secrets to the universe. I don't understand how people keep up with lies that long. I would lose track of it and I would expose myself. Hold on, because my memory is low-key short. I get distracted really quickly. Like, give me 2 seconds. Boom. Lies out of the bag. Like, I spat in my ex's. Ooh. I barely got 4 words in. I was like, oh. I spat in my ex-roommate's shampoo after she accused me of weaponized incompetence. I forgot to put a mug in the cabinet. Weaponized incompetence is basically when you're acting like dumb on purpose. So basically, she just calls you dumb. I wouldn't know if I would spit in her shampoo for it. I feel like something had to build up for that to happen. Yeah, y'all definitely have a history. Once gave a BJ to a guy after the Taylor Swift concert, so I didn't have to pay for an Uber. He texted me the next morning saying he's gay and he never had a girl suck it. I think we were both drunk. I definitely was. You know what? That drink make you do some crazy things. I don't drink for this very reason. Who knows what crazy stuff I would be doing if I did drink. You know, I'm already chaotic enough as I am. I feel like the world couldn't handle me drunk. So I'm doing the world a favor by not. You're welcome, world. I wish I could, but literally nothing comes to mind. But just know that your content is awesome and I love you. Aw, that's so sweet. I love you too. Hold on, hand heart. I love you too. When I was 13, I almost crashed into someone's house and destroyed all her yard decorations, and I left and didn't tell her for a week till she was ready to get the police involved. I don't see how you even kept it up for a week. But you know what? I can't even fault you or blame you. You know what? You're so real, because when I was 13, I almost crashed into my own garage. So, and me still not knowing how to drive now. The cops have been called on me twice, and I'm still a teenager. The red heart after, got it. The red heart after, you low-key ate with that. Why did they get called on you twice before? Let's hope that they don't get called a third time. I'm showing almost all of the signs of cancer that my father had, but I haven't told anyone. I just don't want anyone to worry, you know? This one's kind of deep. It's not like all light and haha. You know what? I say get it checked out and tell the people closest to you just so they know. Even if you don't have it, just tell them. Just as a safety precaution. I know you don't want to like worry anybody, but I feel like they would be even more like traumatized if, you know, something happened. I hope you're doing okay, Pookie. And I hope you stay okay. I love you. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do like it, me being a YouTuber for real. I look at 8. Hold on. Not a confession really, just a rant. But youth mental hospital food is nasty. People volunteered to be there to take care of us, but they couldn't cook at all. This woman put water, cooked rice, and sugar in a bowl and called it breakfast. It was so gross. And don't even get me started on the meat and the chili. Never again. I don't see how they want you to improve if they're worsening it for you themselves. Get it together. I can't have my Pookie suffering. Also, this month is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. Also Pride. To all the men out there. Actually, you don't even have to be a man. To everybody out there. Men, women, non-binaries, stay safe. I accidentally broke my glass door and blamed a random kid passing by. Should I feel guilty? Yes! The kid just walking by and catching strays is crazy. You know what? If I was a kid, I would crash out at you. Y'all are ridiculous. I love y'all so much. Thank you for the confessions. If you're not subscribed, do it already. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. Love you, divas.